Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and discovering that humanity has lost one ability forever, the ability to lie. Every fake compliment, every hidden intention, every carefully designed image disappears overnight. People can still think whatever they want. They can still make selfish choices, but they can no longer hide the real reason behind them. Politicians, CEOs, celebrities, your partner, your friends, even yourself. Nobody escapes. The first thing that changes is not the world stage, it is your own life. At 7 a.m., your partner stands in front of a mirror and asks, "Does this make me look good?" Normally, you know the answer they want. You would choose kindness over accuracy. But now you cannot. You say, "It is not your best choice. The other one looks better." The silence afterward feels different because both people know the truth cannot be avoided. Then your partner says something you were never supposed to hear. "I have been unhappy for a long time. I stayed because leaving was harder." Suddenly, millions of couples around the world face conversations they avoided for years. Some relationships end immediately. Some discover they were built on convenience instead of love. Some survive, but only after seeing the parts of each other they spent years hiding. The first lesson of this world is simple: removing lies does not create better relationships. It only reveals what was already there. It doesn't stop at the mirror. You text a friend, "Let's grab dinner soon," and what actually sends is, "I have no intention of scheduling this. I said it so the conversation could end." You post a photo captioned, "No filter, just me." Except everyone can see the 11 shots you deleted first. Your mom's "So proud of you" lands as, "I don't understand what your job actually is. I'm just relieved you have one." Then the satisfying part hits. A wellness influencer who posts "grateful for this life" 3 times a day is forced to caption one instead. "Gratitude posts perform 40% better than anything else I make." Every dating profile on earth breaks within a week because "I love hiking and deep conversations" autocorrects to "I have gone on 4 hikes ever." LinkedIn is the first platform to shut down entirely. It turns out, thrilled to announce, was doing 90% of the linguistic labor on that site. Then the workplace changes. A CEO walks into a meeting and begins with the sentence, "Employees here everywhere, we are a family." But the words disappear because they're not true. Instead, the CEO says, "This is a company. The goal is profit. I want you to perform because your work creates value. I care about results more than your personal dreams." Employees hear the truth, but then employees have to reveal theirs too. "I am not here because I love this company. I am here because I need income. If someone pays me more, I will leave." Managers admit they promoted people they liked, not always the most capable people. Employees admit they spent years pretending to be busy. Meetings become shorter. Corporate culture disappears. The relationship between workers and companies becomes colder but clearer. The question is no longer, do we believe in each other? It becomes, is this exchange worth continuing? HR gets hit hardest. An interviewer is going to say, "We went with someone whose experience aligned more closely." What comes out instead? "There was a 2-year gap on your resume. We didn't ask why. We just moved on." The candidate is still sitting right there. Every hiring process on earth grinds to a stop by Thursday because nobody can write a rejection email without it saying the real reason. Then the entertainment industry collapses. A celebrity is asked, "Do you really care about your fans?" The answer cannot be the usual perfect sentence. They say, "I appreciate them because they built my career. I enjoy the attention. I enjoy the money." Some people are disgusted. Others say, "At least they finally admitted it." Influencers reveal that many moments were created for views, not memories. Public images disappear overnight. The world discovers that much of fame was never about being loved. It was about controlling attention. Then the world turns toward politics. Leaders can no longer hide behind beautiful speeches. A politician cannot say, "Everything I do is for the people." They have to explain the real calculation. "I want to win elections. I want influence. I believe this policy benefits the country, but it also benefits my position." The public sees something uncomfortable. Honesty does not automatically make someone good. A person can openly admit selfish goals and still have power. A ruthless leader who tells the truth may sometimes appear more trustworthy than a dishonest person pretending to be kind. Politics becomes less about promises and more about choosing which interest society accepts. Business changes even more dramatically. Companies can no longer create emotional stories around products. They cannot say, "We are changing the world," when the real goal is profit. They have to say, "We found a market opportunity. We want customers, create revenue." Investors reveal their real motivations. Some admit they are not supporting innovation. They are looking for returns. Markets crash at first because confidence, rumors, and expectations were part of the system. But eventually a different market appears. Results matter more than storytelling. Companies that cannot deliver lose influence. The paperwork breaks too. Contracts stop working the way they used to. A clause only holds if both sides admit in writing what they actually intend to do. And it turns out most never intended to hold up their end. Terms of service can no longer say, "We value your privacy." They have to say, "We sell your data to 40 companies, and this sentence exists, so you can't sue us later." 5-star reviews stop existing, not banned, just impossible, because nobody can type "would recommend" about a meal they hated. The legal system changes too. Police no longer need to spend months uncovering fake stories. A criminal cannot create a false explanation. A suspect cannot pretend innocence. Many crimes become easier to solve, but society faces a darker problem. Truth does not remove harmful choices. A person can admit, "I knew it was wrong. I did it because I wanted the benefit." There's no excuse left, no false explanation, no story that makes the action easier to accept. Society has to confront human decisions exactly as they are. Then comes the biggest test war. For thousands of years, countries have explained conflicts with words like security, justice, and protection, but now those explanations disappear. A government preparing for war has to say the real reasons. We want resources. We want strategic advantage. We believe the cost is acceptable. Soldiers cannot be told only heroic stories. Citizens cannot be protected from uncomfortable information. Everyone sees the actual calculation behind every decision. Many people believe wars would disappear in this world. They are wrong. Removing lies does not remove competition. Countries still want security. They still fear each other. The difference is that nobody can hide the reason anymore. Diplomacy becomes completely different. Leaders stop saying, "We are lifelong partners." They say, "We cooperate because our interests overlap. We distrust you because our interests conflict." International relationships become less emotional and more transactional. But this creates another problem. A world without lies is not automatically peaceful. When every side openly states its interests, conflicts become easier to understand, but sometimes harder to solve. Negotiations become more difficult because nobody can soften their position. Compromise becomes harder when everyone openly admits what they want and what they refuse to give up. After years, humanity builds a new social order. The old world rewarded people who controlled perception. Reputation, branding, speeches, and appearances created power. The new world rewards something different: proven ability and reliable action. A person cannot become successful only by convincing others they are valuable. They have to demonstrate it. But this new world has its own problems. Without polite lies, daily life becomes more exhausting. People hear opinions they never asked for. Relationships become more fragile. Social interactions become more direct, but also more harsh. Many people discover that some small illusions were protecting peace, cooperation, and emotional stability. The world without lies does not become perfect. It does not become fair. It does not remove greed, ambition, fear, or conflict. It only removes the cover placed over them. People finally see the machinery underneath society. Every deal has interests. Every relationship has needs. Every decision has a cost. The world becomes clearer, but clarity has a price. Because when nobody can hide the truth anymore, humanity is forced to face not only what others are really like, but what it has always been.